Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode I showed you guys the best CP grinding spot, which is right here at the beginning of the Archlight Steep, where you fight the Behemoth King. So for every minute you'll be getting 4,000 CP, but you have to be strong enough to kill it in one stagger first, and it's the enemy right in front of me. So over the last couple episodes I've been covering how to get your character stronger in terms of CP grinding, maxing out your current Crystarium, getting the right accessories onto characters and upgrading the right accessories, and also upgrading the right weapons. So I'll quickly recap. We have maxed out everyone's Crystarium for their primary roles. We have not started working on their secondary roles yet. But I'm going to do that towards probably after we beat the game, when we start doing the optional stuff. Then I'm going to worry about everyone's secondary roles. For now I just wanted to max out everyone's primary roles, so everyone's Crystarium is completely filled out under their primary roles, and they're as strong as they could get right now. So yeah, and from now on all the CP you get, I highly suggest to start saving it, because you can store a total of 1,000,000 CP, 999,999. So we're going to start working our way up to that 1,000,000 CP mark. That way when the Crystarium expands again to stage 9, we can immediately start upgrading. Also I covered the paradigms. So for my current battle team, Lightning, Vanille, and Fang, which is the characters I'm going to be using for the rest of the game, I have Relentless Assault, Aggression, Exploitation, Solidarity, Diversity, and Combat Clinic. So you can take a look at those if you want. And finally we talked about the equipment. So for Lightning I have the Gladius, Aurora Scarf, Sprint Shoes, and Platinum Bangles. So if you want to know how to get the Aurora Scarf or the Sprint Shoes, you can check a couple episodes back. It's under the Upgrading Accessories title. And I think that's like 4 episodes back, and it shows you guys how to get the Aurora Scarf and how to get the Sprint Shoes. For Vanille, we have the Marlboro Wand fully upgraded, and we did that a couple episodes back. I think it's like 3 episodes back. It shows how to upgrade weapons, and you're going to need the Belladonna Wand, and also you're going to need a Uranite Crystal. And if you want to know how to do that effectively and quickly, you can check back a couple episodes to see how I got the Marlboro Wand, which is really useful because, as you can see, Vanille's magic is at 1,173, so she is going to be putting some pretty strong magical attacks on the enemies. Also, she has improved debuffing 2 from that weapon, so she'll be able to debuff the characters and bosses with ease. So if you want to know how to get that, check back a couple episodes for the upgrading weapons video. And also we have the Sorcerer's Mark, Mythical Bangle, and Shaman's Mark. And for Fang we have the Bladed Lance, Brawler's Wristband, Gold Bangle, and Fulmin Bangle. Alright, so the last couple episodes have been preparing you guys on how to get stronger and develop your Crystarium, the best CP grinding spot, and also how to upgrade some accessories and some weapons. The Belladonna Wand for Vanille, how to transform it into the Marlboro Wand, and also how to update the shops and get the shops updated. So check back at those episodes if you want, in case you're wondering how I got the stuff I got, and I fully explain it in detail. Alright, so now this episode we're going to be talking about how to get Gil. So as you can see, we've only got one upgraded weapon, and that's for Vanille, because we don't have enough Gil. We only have 24,000. So we're going to need to stack up approximately 200,000 Gil, maybe even more, in order to upgrade Lightning's weapon and Fang's weapon. So we're going to need about 200,000, 300,000 Gil. So this episode we're going to be talking about how to get that Gil in Chapter 11. because as you may know, that gil is very hard to come by in Final Fantasy XIII. So this is how we're going to do it. While in Chapter 11, make sure you max out all your characters' Crystarium, because that's really going to help you guys out. If you don't have a maxed out Crystarium, it's going to be very tough to do this. So that's why I spent the last several episodes preparing you guys so that you're strong enough. So once you're on my level and you've got everything like me, or at least in your own little way, you got, you know, some weapons upgraded for your preferred characters, you know, you got your Crystarium maxed out and stuff like that. Now we're going to talk about how to do it. Okay, so in the previous episodes we advanced the Sea Stone missions and we got to level mission 7. And after we beat mission 7, that's when we started working on leveling up our characters and getting them stronger. So the way to get Gil in Chapter 11 is to continuously beat the Sea Stone mission 7. So after you beat the Sea Stone mission 7, you get 5 bomb cores. You can sell those 5 bomb cores for a total of 3,000 Gil. So that means each time you beat the mission, you'll get the 5 bomb cores that you can sell for 3,000 Gil. So the mission will be very hard to beat once if you're under level, which is why I've spent the last couple episodes preparing you guys. So once your Crystarium's maxed out, you should have no problem taking this guy down quickly and effectively. So now we should be able to continuously beat him back to back with ease, and we can get the 5 bomb cores after each battle. Then we'll be able to sell the bomb cores so that we can get some gold or Gil. And finally we're going to upgrade a new weapon for Fang, and we're going to upgrade the Axis Blade for Lightning. And then we're going to talk about the accessories, because beating mission 7 will occasionally, it's very rare to get it, but you will occasionally get 2 different accessories. The common accessory is the Tetradic Crown. The rare accessory is the Tetradic Terra. So either way, we're going to need at least 2 Tetradic Crowns or 2 Tetradic Terras, because you can transform them and dismantle them, or you can dismantle them in order to get the sprint shoes. So it's a very lengthy process, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to do it as soon as we get them in our inventory. So first, let's worry about getting Gil. And after we got the Gil, we're going to worry about getting the accessories.
Easy.
So hopefully we can get the accessories while we get the Gil, so we kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then I'll show you guys how to quickly do it, and then once we have enough Gil and we have the accessories, I'll show you guys how to make the sprint shoes. By the way, getting sprint shoes will give you auto haste at the start of battle, and it's really important. Well, it's preferred. If you like having haste, then you can have haste, but it's highly recommended because it makes the battles go a lot easier. So for now, I'm going to show you guys where the Sea Stone Mission 7 is. So first of all, you're going to want to head out of the Archlight Steep back into the Vallis Media, and then you're going to follow the long path all the way back to the Yaschas Massif. So since we already got our Crystarium maxed out, we don't need to fight all these weaker enemies anymore. So we can run past all them. That was a nice little juke right there. Alright, so I'm assuming that you guys have been following this Let's Play series for a while, and that you've completed the first 7 Sea Waystones, or the Sea Stone missions. If you didn't, then go ahead and check back a couple episodes, and it'll show you guys where the Sea Stone missions are so that you can find them and complete them. So as you can see, Lightning has auto haste already because she has a pair of sprint shoes. So you can see how effective it is just having it on Lightning. And whenever we have it on all of our characters, we're really going to be able to tear through some enemies.
As if there was any doubt.
Alright, so once you enter the Valus Media, follow it all the way down the long path. And at the end, you'll enter the optional area that we've already been to. This is the first optional area of Grand Pulse, the Yaschas Massif. So you should be familiar with this area. If this is the first time you're in this area, then you're going to have a lot of exploring to do because there's lots of treasure to be found here. And there's lots of sea stone missions. So just check back at earlier episodes of my Let's Play series and you can find everything you need to know in detail. Alright, so once you enter this area, pull up the map, and the first wide open area you get to, you're going to see that there is a sea stone over on the left, the little orange icon. So let's go ahead and head over to that sea stone. Or actually, before doing that, there's a missable scene that you guys can watch. So I highly suggest to watch it now because it involves a super boss that you're going to be fighting later on in the game. So go ahead and head over to the left side of the entrance and follow the path. You're going to get to a cliff. Here, just scale the cliff side and jump down the rocks whenever needed. So once you get to a certain part of the game, like once you advance into the next area of the game to progress the main story, this optional scene is going to be gone, so you won't be able to come back and see this. So it's highly advisable to watch the scene before you advance the main storyline, or else you will not be able to see it. And again, there are 2 missable scenes that you can watch. And I already showed you guys where to locate the first missable scene. So now this is going to be the second one. Just continue following this path all the way down. And shortly up ahead by the nearby save point, if you jump up to the next area, head over to the destination marker on your map. It's at the Yaschas Massif, the Ascendant Scarp. And head up to that destination marker for the missable scene.
You gotta be ready to drop by now. Don't overdo it.
I won't. I know my limits, unlike some people.
Ho ho! Now who's the tough guy? What was that?
A Grand Pulse Fal'Cie. Used to see it flying around all the time.
And they said it had a home, somewhere near Amber.
So that's good news, right? If we stay on its tail, we should end up in your village. Let's follow it.
Right.
Alright, so that was the short missable scene. Now you can only view that scene before you progress the main story, so I highly suggest to watch it. because it gives you a little insight on the stuff you're going to be doing. So once you've watched that scene, go ahead and backtrack to the entrance area. And you're going to go the same way you came. Alright, so once you've made it back to the entrance area, you should see a sea waystone to the left. Now if you've already completed the mission, you'll be able to teleport, which is why I advised you guys to do the first 7 sea stone missions. So we're going to go ahead and teleport to the Yaschas Massif Pandarian Archaeolopus. This will take you to the area where the Sea Stone Mission 7 is located. And that's the Sea Stone mission that we're going to have to keep beating over and over in order to get Gil. And also the accessories we need to make the sprint shoes. Alright, so once you get to this area, to the left you'll see a save point. So you guys should definitely save your game. And the Sea Stone Mission 7 is found down in the ruins directly in front of you. So go ahead and jump down this area. Now if this is your first time being here, I would suggest to get the treasure ball to the right. But I already covered all the treasure ball locations in this area in an earlier episode. So there are a total of 3 treasure balls to be found inside these ruins. Alright, so go ahead and proceed up the stairs, and just in between these 2 large pillars you'll see a green sea stone. So if you already completed this mission earlier, you'll be able to retry it. And this is mission 7, Vidalis the Pillager. So now if you have not completed this mission before, then your first reward for completing the mission will be different than what you get after you've already completed it. So if you have already completed it, then you'll be able to reattempt it. Choose yes. And then press start and select to skip all the cutscenes. This will make it go by quicker. And you'll see that there's an enemy flying over the air. And then to the left you'll see the pink star indicating the mission mark. So now before we start the battle, let me quickly prepare you guys. For lightning, let's take off the Aurora scarf. And we're going to go ahead and add the Fulmin ring, which is resist lightning by 25%. You're going to want to put this on all your characters. So for lightning we have the Gladius, Fulmin ring, sprint shoes, and platinum bangle. For Vanille we have the Marlboro wand, sorcerer's mark, mythical mark or mythical bangle, and we're going to change the shaman's mark for a spark ring. Now if you don't have 3 Fulmin rings, then you can use a spark ring because that increases lightning resistance by 20%. So that's pretty much just as good. And finally, for Fang, we're going to have the Bladed Lance, Brawler's Wristband, Gold Bangle, and Fulmin Ring. So make sure you equip HP raising accessories and something that will protect you against lightning. Finally, let's take a look at the Paradigms. So you're going to want Relentless Assault, which is Ravager Commando. Aggression, which is Commando Ravager Commando. Exploitation, which is Commando Saboteur. And make this your active Paradigm for the start of battle. And then Solidarity, which is Commando Medic Sentinel. And Diversity, which is Ravager Medic Commando. Finally, Combat Clinic, which is Medic Sentinel. So once you've set your active Paradigms, go ahead and proceed to the mission mark. Again, press start and select in order to get straight into the battle. Now at the start of battle, have Vanille and Fang sabotage the enemy. The enemy will cast Daze on your character, so you're going to have to wait for it to go to disappear. So once Fang and Vanille have stuck Shell, D-Shell, D-Protect, and Slow on the enemy, wait for them to stick those status negativities on the boss, and then switch over to Relentless Assault. And then switch over to Aggression.
Eat this!
And that guy's history. So for winning the battle, you get 2,250 Christian points. And you might get the Tetradic Crown. And for the mission complete, you'll get the completion bonus of 5 bomb cores. Alright, so the bomb cores you will get after each and every time you beat this guy. So you'll always get bomb cores, which is really good because we can sell 5 bomb cores for $3,000. Okay, so if you're having trouble beating that guy, I suggest to max out your Crystarium using the CP farming technique with the Behemoth King. Once you've maxed out your Crystarium, make sure you set your starting Paradigm to Commando Saboteur. Because at the start of battle, you're going to want Vanille and Fang to cast Slow, D-Protect, and D-Shell. That way your attacks will do a lot more damage and he won't attack as fast. Once you have inflicted the enemy with all those negative status effects, switch over to Relentless Assault. Attack twice with Relentless Assault. This will bring up his stagger gauge. You won't stagger him, but if you increase his stagger gauge a little bit, then whenever you switch over to Aggression, your Commando's attacks will do a lot more damage than what they would do if you just switch to Commando at the start of battle. So start off with Commando Saboteur. Wait for Slow, D-Protect, and D-Shell to be cast on the boss. Once he has those 3 negative status effects, switch to Relentless Assault. Attack twice, and then switch to Aggression to finish him off. And it should only be about a minute tops. If at the start of the battle, the enemy will cast Miasma, which puts Daze on all your characters. So you're going to have to wait for about 10 seconds before your Saboteurs can actually strike. But it's only 10 seconds and then it'll go away. And if you got a fully maxed out Crystarium, he should be no match for you. Otherwise, if you don't have a fully maxed out Crystarium, he's pretty tough to beat. And it's going to take a lot longer to kill him, meaning that you're going to be here a lot longer getting bomb cores. Which is why I spent the last couple episodes setting you guys up. Alright, so once you beat him, all the enemies in the area will disappear and you can freely run around without having to worry about enemies. This is good because you can get where you gotta go a lot quicker. And after you beat him, head back up to the Sea Stone again and choose to reattempt the mission again. This will let you start the mission over And for all the little scenes, press start and select to keep skipping it. And then head back down to where the mission mark is. And go ahead and beat him again.
New strategy.
Take that!
Eat this.
Take that!
And there he goes. So after winning the battle, always look in your spoil screen, because in your spoil screen is where you're going to get the Tetradic Crown or the Tetradic Terra. Now it's really hard to get those, but you're going to be fighting this battle a lot, so eventually you're bound to get one or two. And remember, you only need 2 Tetradic Crowns or 2 Tetradic Terras. Alright, so for completing the mission, your completion bonus is 5 bomb cores like always. And then you just want to keep on doing this over and over and over. And as you can see, when you fight him, he uses a very devastating lightning attack called Levin Bolt. And it really puts some hurt on your characters. That's why I advised equipping lightning resistance accessories, because this helps out a little bit. Not really a lot, but it does help out. So you should definitely put resist lightning on all your characters. And what you're going to want to do is keep fighting this mission over and over and over again. And frequently check in your inventory under the components section. Here you'll see the bomb cores that you're collecting. So since we fought the enemy twice, we have a total of 10 bomb cores, because we get 5 after each battle. So you can have a total of 99, and then anything over 99 is just wasted. So I would suggest to stack up about 95 bomb cores. So you're gonna have to fight that mission a lot. But once you get 99 bomb cores, you can come back up here to the save point. And then go to the save point, shop, and choose any store, and then go to sell, and go down to your components. Here you can find all the bomb cores you stacked up. So for each 5 bomb cores you get 3,000 gil. For 10 you get 6,000 gil. And I think for 95 you get like 40,000 gil or 50,000 gil, something like that. So for each 5 bomb cores you get 3,000 gil, so you just sell them, and that's the best way to get gil in chapter 11. So just keep doing that over and over and over, and then once you got like 95 bomb cores, come up here and sell them all for about 40,000 gil, and then just keep doing it over and over and over again. Now you might be wondering, how much gil do I need? Well, if you've already maxed out the Marlboro wand for Vanille, then you're only going to need about 150,000 to 200,000 gil. But if you haven't started upgrading any weapons at all, then I would suggest to get about 300,000 gil. Alright, and also while you're fighting this guy, occasionally he will drop the Tetradic Crown or a Tetradic Terra. So make sure you at least get 2 of either one. Make sure you at least get 2 Tetradic Crowns or 2 Tetradic Terras. Or you could get 1 Tetradic Crown and 1 Tetradic Terra. It doesn't matter. You just need 2 of the accessories. Now Tetradic Terras will make it easier to get sprint shoes because you don't have to do as much, but Tetradic Crowns will work as well. And yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next episode after I get done farming some gil. Once I get about 200,000 gil, I'll be back and I'll show you guys how to upgrade the best weapon in my opinion for lightning and the best weapon in my opinion for Fang, because we already have the best weapon in my opinion for Vanille. So now all we need is a good weapon that's upgraded for lightning and a good weapon that's upgraded for Fang. And also I'm going to show you guys how to get the sprint shoes. So we already have the sprint shoes for lightning. Now we just need the sprint shoes for Vanille and Fang. So just keep fighting that mission over and over and over. Once you get about 200,000, that should be enough. And if you want to upgrade 3 weapons, you should get about 300,000 gil. And make sure you at least get 1 Tetradic Crown and 1 Tetradic Terra. Or 2 of both. Either or, it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII, where we're going to start upgrading some weapons for Lightning and Fang and get the sprint shoes.